The internet, especially social media, makes it really easy to give content credibility before we've actually verified if it's true. And I think that's by design, but that's another topic for another video. I have 3 ideas that I want to explore in this video. The first is that passive content consumption plays a big role in spreading information that is not true. The second is active content consumption can help slow the spread of information that is not true. And the third is that it is crucial that we think critically about the content we consume that shapes our thoughts, beliefs, and actions. So, what is passive and active content consumption? According to an article on distillwise.com, passive content consumption is consuming without processing. The information enters our brains and exits within hours. Some examples of that are doom scrolling and binge watching. Active content consumption involves processing what we consume. The information enters our brains and stays because we gave it a reason to. An example of gauging in active content consumption would be sharing what you think of something you've watched or read with someone else. Applying a neuroscience lens to these ideas helps demonstrate what's actually happening to our brains when we engage in either of these activities. Our dopamine reward system loves passive content consumption. That feeling of not knowing what video will pop up next gives us a quick and frequent dopamine hit with minimal effort. The activity itself is not inherently bad, but it can have emotional and behavioral consequences, which can then impact our critical thinking skills. The prefrontal cortex, the part of our brain that helps regulate emotions and sharpen decision-making skills, gets activated when we engage in active content consumption. But that's not enough to stop the spread of information that is not true. This is where critical thinking comes into play. According to the Association for Psychological Science, critical thinking in psychology is broadly defined as having the natural tendency and skills to engage in reflective skepticism when deciding what to do or believe. Our brains are wired to fill in the gaps of almost every piece of information we receive. And this can be really overwhelming because there's so much information out there that we could consume. This is why developing the tendency to question things and not take them at face value is essential. If the idea of trying to filter everything you consume feels overwhelming, I get it. And I think one of the easiest ways to overcome that feeling is to have a curious mindset. The definition also states that critical thinking is a skill, which means that virtually all humans have the capacity to build it. So how can we make critical thinking a habit when we're consuming content? I created a short framework that I'm going to start using to help strengthen my own critical thinking skills when I consume content. And it goes by the acronym WHY, W-H-Y. I chose the word why because it naturally encourages curiosity. All of us can reflect, question, and make decisions with intention, and I think that's a skill worth practicing more. The W in Y stands for what am I consuming? The what part is important because not all content is designed to inform us. A lot of it is designed to entertain, persuade, provoke, or sell something. The H in Y stands for how do I know it's true? The how part encourages us to pause and think about whether the information is actually verified or if we're just accepting it at face value. And the Y stands for yield. Yield before reacting. This yield part is essential because it gives us the opportunity to make more informed decisions about what we do with the content next. If you enjoyed this message, please do me a favor and like this video. It's a quick and easy way to help my channel grow. If this message resonated with you, comment 1111 below. And if you want more content like this, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. And I'd love to hear from you. What do you think of my why framework? Could you see yourself using it? Why or why not? Let me know in the comments. Stay curious.